She took the job just to save her brother. But the moment the most feared Korean Mafia boss laid eyes on her, everything changed. He looked at her and whispered, "Tonight, you're mine." But what he doesn't know, she's a spy sent to destroy him. Will she surrender to his touch or complete her mission? If you love dark romance, intense passion, and dangerous secrets, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, take a deep breath, turn up your volume, and let's dive into the story.
Night fell fast over the mansion. Outside, guards positioned themselves at every vantage point. Snipers stood on rooftops. Black SUVs lined the perimeter. For the first time since she arrived, Nala realized this wasn't just protection. It was preparation for war. Inside her room, she sat on the edge of the bed, clutching the gun Jae-hyun had given her. Her door opened slightly. Kenji entered serious, unflinching. "The boss said to check on you," he said, "and to make sure you know how to use that if anything happens." Nala nodded. "Do you think they'll come tonight?" Kenji glanced toward the window. "They will. And if they think you are his weakness," he looked directly at her, "then you are also their target." She swallowed. "Why does he risk so much for me? I'm just a—" "Don't say you're just a maid," Kenji cut sharply. "He doesn't train just anyone. If he's protecting you, it means you're important. Important or dangerous?" She wondered. Kenji escorted her to the underground operations center. Multiple screens glowed with real-time surveillance. Men typed commands, tracking movements around every dock and casino. Jae-hyun stood at the center, hands behind his back. When Nala entered, he turned not as a boss, but as a man trying to mask concern. "You should be resting," he said. "I want to help," she replied firmly. Min-soo frowned. "Boss, she shouldn't be here." "She stays," Jae-hyun interrupted coldly. No one argued. He walked toward her. "I trained you to defend yourself, not so you'd join this war. But if I'm truly your weakness," she said quietly, "then tonight I have to be your weapon." He stared at her eyes, dark, unreadable. Then slowly, "That's exactly what I'm afraid of." Suddenly, boom! The entire mansion shook. Alarms blared. A guard rushed in. "They've breached the northern fence." Jae-hyun's voice snapped into command mode. "Lockdown level 4. All units to formation. Protect Nala." "No," she said, stepping forward. "I fight beside you." The room froze. He turned to her slowly. "That's not up for discussion." She held up the gun. "You trained me for this." A tense silence. Then Jae-hyun gave a dangerous, proud half-smile. "Stay close," he finally said. "And remember what I told you." "What?" Nala asked. He chambered a bullet into his pistol. "Mercy is a luxury. Tonight, you survive. Nothing else matters." They moved together, flanked by guards through the smoke-filled corridor. Gunfire roared outside. Shattered glass crunched beneath their boots. A masked intruder rushed toward them. Nala acted first. Bang! She shot him in the shoulder. Jae-hyun glanced at her. "Impressive." "I aimed for the heart," she muttered. He smirked. "That's my girl." As they reached the safe exit door, Min-soo's voice crackled through the earpiece. "Boss, we found something codename Operation Black Rose. They said, if we can't kill the boss, We take the girl. She has what they want. Nala froze. What are they talking about? She whispered. Jae-hyun turned to her slowly. His eyes dropped to her necklace, the one she never removed, the one holding the microchip for her spy mission. He looked back at her, and for the first time, not as a lover, not as a protector, but as someone who just realized she's hiding something. He stepped closer. Nala, what exactly did you come here to do? She held her breath. Gunshots echoed in the distance. And finally, she whispered the truth. I came to destroy you. Silence. Deadly silence. Jae-hyun's eyes froze on Nala after her words echoed through the underground training room. I came to destroy you. His men looked shocked. No one had ever dared speak to him like that. Not the police. Not his enemies. Not even his own family. Only her. Nala's hands trembled slightly, but her eyes held defiance. He stepped toward her slowly. 1, 2, 3 steps, until only inches separated them. His voice was dangerously calm. Then try. She blinked, confused. He leaned closer. But understand this, Nala. The moment you aimed that destruction at me, you made yourself mine. Her breath caught. That's not what I mean. He raised a hand to silence her. If you want to destroy me, you'll have to get close enough to do it. Stay by my side. Learn me. Break me. If you can. Her heartbeat thundered. He took the gun she held, clicked the safety, and placed it gently in her palm again. But remember, if you miss your shot, Nala, I will never let you go. Their eyes locked, a storm between them. She whispered shakily, Why are you doing this? He exhaled, gaze softening for a split second. Because even if you came to destroy me, the real danger is... His fingers brushed her jaw slowly. You're the only one who could. The door slid open suddenly. Min-soo rushed in. Boss, they've breached the west gate. We need you now. Jae-hyun stepped back, mask of emotion gone. The Mafia boss returned. Prepare the vehicles. And bring her. Min-soo hesitated. Bring... who? His eyes flicked to Nala. The girl who came to destroy me. Tonight, she walks into war with me. Nala stared at him, stunned. He turned to her once more. Let's see. If you destroy me, or save me. He walked out with his men, and Nala realized there was no turning back. She wasn't just part of his world now. She was walking into battle, standing beside the man she swore to ruin. But who might just ruin her first? The night sky was pitch black as the convoy sped through the mountains. 4 armored SUVs, headlights slicing the darkness. Jae-hyun's vehicle led the formation. Nala sat beside him in the back seat, heart pounding. Min-soo drove, eyes fixed on the road. Jae-hyun loaded his gun silently. When we arrive, stay close, he warned without looking at her. I'm not here to die tonight. She swallowed, gripping the seat. And if you do? He glanced at her sharply. Then I expect that you drag my soul back from hell. She looked away, fighting the strange warmth in her chest. Suddenly, boom! An explosion tore the road ahead. The SUV jerked violently as flames erupted from the front vehicle. Ambush! Min-soo yelled. Gunfire rained from the cliffs on both sides. Jae-hyun pushed Nala down instantly, shielding her with his body. Stay down. The SUV swerved as bullets shattered the windows. Kenji's voice crackled through the radio. Boss, it's the Volkov Syndicate. They want you alive or dead. Jae-hyun's eyes darkened. Over my dead body. He kicked the door open mid-motion, firing rapidly from behind the SUV. Guards poured out to cover him. But then, a sniper shot rang out, aimed at Nala. Without thinking, Jae-hyun spun back into the car and tackled her to the floor, taking the bullet in his shoulder. She gasped. Jae-hyun. He winced, blood soaking his shirt, but his eyes, cold as steel. I told you, if you want to kill me, you have to get closer. He stood up, injured, and continued firing. Nala grabbed his arm. You're bleeding. You can't. A grenade rolled toward them. His gaze snapped to hers. Trust me. She hesitated, then nodded. Yes. In one motion, he pulled her tight and leaped with her off the road. As the SUV exploded behind them, crash into darkness. They landed hard near the rocks. Smoke. Gunfire far away. His guards holding the line. He sat up, groaning. She reached for his wound. You saved me. He caught her hand. No. I stopped someone else from taking what's mine. Her breath trembled. I'm not yours. He stared at her intensely. Then why did you jump with me? She froze. No answer. He leaned in, blood on his lips, but voice soft. You came to destroy me, Nala. But tonight you made me want to live. Sirens in the distance. His men approaching. He slowly got up, offering his hand. War isn't over. Stay by my side. She looked at his hand, then at his wound, then placed her palm in his. Until it is. The safe house was hidden deep in the mountains, isolated, silent, and known only to Jae-hyun and 3 of his most trusted men. Inside, the room was warm, dimly lit. A leather couch, a marble table, a single lamp glowing like a secret. Nala sat quietly as Jae-hyun removed his blood-stained jacket, wincing from the bullet wound. She moved to help, but he stopped her. There are people for this, he murmured. She didn't listen. She stepped closer. But you only trust me right now. Let me do it. His jaw clenched. After a moment, he nodded. She grabbed the medical kit. Silence stretched. He sat shirtless on the edge of the couch, muscles tense, watching her every move as she cleaned the wound. Each touch was gentle. Too gentle. He hissed softly. It hurts? No, he said, eyes never leaving hers. Not the bullet. Her hand stilled. His voice lowered. When you said you came to destroy me, that hurt more. Her heart twisted. She focused on wrapping the bandage. Why didn't you kill me then? You had every reason. His reply was quiet, brutal. Because I'd rather die with you than live without you. She looked at him, stunned. Tears threatened, but she held them in. He continued. Let them come for me. Let them take everything. But I won't let them have you. She whispered. And if I still choose to destroy you? He stood, moving so close she could feel his breath. Then at least destroy me while I'm holding you. He cupped her cheek, their faces inches apart. But before their lips touched, bang! The door exploded open. Kenji rushed inside. Boss, they found us. Jae-hyun stepped back, mask on. The Mafia boss returned. Prepare for war. This ends tonight. The attack was swift, ruthless. Gunfire lit the night outside the safe house. Nala and Jae-hyun fought side by side. He shielded her. She covered his blind spot. At one point, an enemy pointed a gun at Jae-hyun from behind. Nala didn't hesitate. She shot first. He looked at her stunned. War raged. Explosions. Smoke. Screams. Then, a final figure stepped out of the darkness. Don Mateo, the mastermind behind the attacks. Nala, he said. Finish your mission. Kill him and you walk free. Jae-hyun stood injured, panting. No fear. He didn't raise his gun. Do it. If destroying me is what you want, do it now. He stepped toward her slowly. But understand, I loved you even when you held a weapon to my heart. The world fell silent. Nala raised her gun. Her hand shook. A single tear fell. She aimed at Jae-hyun. He closed his eyes. Bang. Silence. Then, a body fell. Not Jae-hyun. Don Mateo. Nala dropped the gun. I came to destroy you. She sobbed. But I ended up destroying the one thing that would take you away from me. He walked to her, lifting her chin gently. So, what are you now? She met his eyes. Yours. He pulled her into his arms as the last of the enemies were taken down. His men watched in silence. The war was over. Jae-hyun turned to them, Nala beside him. From tonight, she is not my maid. He looked at her. She is the woman I live for. He brushed a kiss against her forehead. And the only one who could ever destroy me. By leaving, they walked away from the battlefield, together. No longer enemies. No longer Mafia and spy. Just two souls who chose each other in the chaos. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment and turn on notification button so you won't miss out on our next story.